At the time of this recording, we're in the midst of the COVID-19 shutdown. We're all sequestered in our homes, so we're acutely aware of the pain of loneliness. But outside of COVID-19, loneliness is still a factor for many. In this video, I'll break down some potential solutions, as well as perform a loneliness relief activation. Each of the terrestrial emotions has a positive or a negative signature associated with them for one main purpose: survival. The positive emotions are a reward for making the correct survival decisions and for furthering the species. The negative emotions are uncomfortable to discourage us from making incorrect survival decisions. Loneliness is no different. Our primitive ancestors would have struggled to survive on their own. Through division of labor, members of a community or tribe could handle different aspects of life: water collection, hunting, food preparation, child care. Even as simple as having someone check you for ticks or other injuries on areas of the body that you can't easily see would be invaluable. If we are injured while hunting, someone could protect us while we escape, or even carry us back to the tribe so someone else could care for us and nurse us back to health. Without these services, death would be much more likely. So we shouldn't feel bad that we suffer because we feel alone. This is a natural experience. So congratulations, you're human. Please understand that you can also feel lonely, even if you're surrounded by other people. This is just the feeling of being alone. And it may come because they don't understand you, or you feel like you can't be yourself, or you haven't found your tribe yet. Loneliness and depression are often intertwined. Oftentimes, depression symptoms can cause the feeling of loneliness, or loneliness can cause the feeling of depression symptoms. Here are some suggestions to help you move through your loneliness rut. Number 1, go outside. In the midst of this COVID-19 crisis, we're stuck at home and we can't go out and socialize. We can still go outside. Nature is an amazing place. It's teeming with life and interest. You can feel the sun on your skin, the breeze in your hair. You can take your shoes off and feel the ground or the sand between your toes. Take a good hard look at a massive tree. Think about how long it's been there and what it must have seen in its many years of existence. Nature is an amazing place, and acknowledging that and living in the moment can be huge to help you feel more connected. Number 2, truly realize that all the negative emotional experiences are temporary. There really is only one infinite emotion, and that is unconditional love, because that's what the universe is made of. The terrestrial emotions are all temporary, and they're so temporary that you can experience multiple terrestrial emotions in a single day. You can go from being excited to being frustrated to being worried to being grateful in an hour, let alone a day. Knowing this and understanding that even your negative emotional experiences, while they're extremely uncomfortable and you'd prefer not to have them, will only last so long. And when you accept that, it's a little easier to deal with your negative emotional experience. Besides, we actually incarnated here to experience all the terrestrial emotions and all that they had to offer. The negative ones give us lessons and experience, and the positive ones give us pleasure. So don't be afraid to experience a negative emotional experience. It will also help you appreciate the positive ones when you do experience those as well. Number 3, use different words. The power of language. Loneliness is a negative word, but solitude is a positive one. So put yourself in a feeling of solitude. You've just come out of a party with really annoying and loud people that have been irritating you for the last hour, and you're sitting in your car ready to drive home. The silence, that feeling of happiness that you get out of finally being alone. Find that place of happiness. Find that place of solitude, and loneliness doesn't feel so lonely anymore. Number 4, reach out to somebody. Think of someone that you haven't spoken to in a while, but whose company you really enjoy, and send them a text message or give them a call. Chances are they'll be pretty excited to hear from you, and you'll have a great time catching up. Number 5, create a vision board. You're very powerful, more powerful than you realize. You can create your future, whatever it is that you might want. But what is it that you want? Put together a list of your ideal life, your ideal situation. If you already have some things that you want, count those and feel gratitude for those. But also put together your ideal life situation and then imagine yourself there. Picture yourself in that new life and feel what it feels like to have that experience. Just going through that exercise will help you feel less alone and excited about the future. Here's some quick and easy tips. Jump online and play a game with someone. Talk to strangers. Take a walk in the neighborhood and greet people that you see on the street. You never know who you might meet. Start a gratefulness practice. I've already created a video on the path to enlightenment through gratitude. Volunteer. Find an organization that has a need for volunteer work. It's a completely different feel to work as a volunteer as opposed to working for hire. Consider getting a pet. Animals are so good at treating symptoms of loneliness and depression. Otherwise, there wouldn't be such a thing as therapy animals. Remove a negative entity attachment. Sometimes negative entity attachments can make us feel like we're depressed or lonely, even when we're not. So you can remove yours just by watching this video. Receive a loneliness or depression symptom relief activation. And that's exactly what we're going to do next. So at this time, I would like for you to get into a comfortable position and close your eyes. If your feet are flat on the floor or you're laying in a bed, either one, just make sure your legs and your arms aren't crossed. And I want you to take a nice big deep breath. And on your exhale, I want you to feel yourself relaxing. Relax your shoulders. Relax your back, your legs, your neck, your face muscles. And feel yourself sinking into the chair or into the bed that you're sitting or laying in. Feel the temperature of the room on your skin. Feel your eyelids closed against your eyes. This is a very simple activation. How this works is I'll say the words breath in. You'll take a nice big deep breath. You hold it at the top. And you'll wait for me to say the word awaken. And then you can exhale. I want you to picture yourself sitting on a bench in the park. You can hear the sound of the birds. You can feel the cool breeze and the warm sun on your face. And there are some people walking about, enjoying their day, walking their dogs, playing frisbee. And even though you are alone on your bench, you're surrounded by wonderful, beautiful beings of light that are going about their day in their own special, magical way. Breath in. Awaken. Wow. So I want you to think about the physiological feeling that you had with your depression symptoms or your loneliness. Can you still feel them? Have they changed? Have they gone away? What's actually happened here is that we've retuned your emotional frequency to that of a different one. Because emotions are just frequencies. and your loneliness frequency or your depression frequency that you tuned into was more extreme. And this new one is considerably less so. You may still be able to feel some of the symptoms, but hopefully not to the level that you were before. And so when you're ready to take on your life, to recognize that your emotional experiences are all just temporary, and to enjoy them for what they offer you in lessons for the negative ones, or in pleasure for the positive ones. When you're ready for all of that, then you can open your eyes. Thank you for participating in that activation. If you're interested in more activations, I would encourage you to check out my other videos, and you can also download a Nervousness Relief Activation from my website. I'll have the link below. I invite you to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon so you can be notified of future activations. I'm excited to see you on the next one.